Hello everyone, my name is Felipe and as you can see we are back for a new video, and this time we are at Bahrain in CDR League. So I will actually bring to you guys every race highlight, even though it's not good or bad. I'll try my best to make sure it's a good race. But yeah, you can see now we are in Bahrain after winning the first race in the championship, which was Brazil. We've won by 4.4 seconds, I think. So that was a great start for the championship, and now we are looking forward to finish P1 again. So that's the main goal, as always. And you can see now this is my qualifying lap. This is my fastest qualifying lap, actually. I wasn't really fast in qualifying. I was really fast in the race, but qualifying was not my my highlight, I would say. But yeah, you can see now I'm improving on a 0.8, 24.8, so it's actually pretty bad at the moment, not gonna lie. But you can see now 1.4 temps improving, and they split now 3.6, so it's been awful to be really honest. I had understeer there, so I wasn't really confident. I was really confident in the race, by the way, where I could gain a lot of time on the or other people. So I really had a race setup which could definitely help me, and you can see the lap 24.689, which is awful because the last sector was like a 0.0, and I've done a 0.7, I think, or at least a low 0.8 in a lobby just before the race, so it's pretty bad. And you can see now gaining one temp just on the first corner, but are invalid, and yeah, that's unlucky because I was really looking for to improve my lap. You can see just one tenth just by braking later in the first corner, so that's quite kind of sad. You can see now the sectors pretty bad, every sector. But after a bad qualifying, everything you want to do is to focus on the race, because that's the only thing you can do right now. So yeah, let's go 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away we go. We actually get a good start compared to the cars behind, so we are not in a threat from them. And yeah, now I see this gap in the middle of both cars ahead, and I simply go for it, because if I didn't go for it, I wouldn't overtake Lucas on the Haas and Dynamo on the my left hand side. You can see now he's getting his slipstream, so he's a bit more ahead of me, but yeah, he's around the outside, so he's gonna understeer and I'm gonna overtake him. So we went from P6 to P4 in one sector on lap 1, so that's perfect. I couldn't ask for more, because as it's only lap 1, we really need to make positions as soon as we can to make sure we finish ahead of the most cars. So yeah, now it's just the first lap, so nothing really happens. I'd just like to talk about how to have a really good racecraft in a race where a lot of things happening. So make sure to watch this video to the end, because when you have a really good racecraft, you are really supposed to finish ahead of a lot of people. And simply because you can save that little percent more ERS, you can like have the pace and everything else, and you can already see almost a second to the car behind, 8.5 temps. But yeah, actually now you can see we are finishing lap 3, so we are comfortably within the DRS from the car ahead, which is my teammate. But yeah, if you look at the bottom of the screen now, someone has retired and there's a safety car. So my main thinking now is about my teammate, because he's ahead of me, so he has the preference to go for the pits. And yeah, he's going for hards, and I will stay out because there's no point pitting now. So we really need to split strategies. There is no need to keep in just one strategy, both of cars. So yeah, now go for the restart. You can see now end of lap 5 we are restarting the race, and it was quite okay, the restart, I would say. Now it's all about extending the maximum as we can, because I would pit around lap 10 or 11 for the mediums, as I'd like to go for a soft medium strategy. But as we had 2 laps of safety car, around 2 laps of safety car, I really like to extend a little bit to have better tires in the end, and it's gonna help us a lot. So yeah, you can see that I am just keeping with the Red Bull ahead because there is no need to really push him or something. But yeah, I would pitch around now, and I talked to him also. He would pitch lap 10 anyway. So I was quite surprised because we had 2 laps of safety car where you can really save your tires, but he still pitted lap 10. So I decided to keep going, to have fresher tires in the end, because it's gonna be really important. I think the first hard burner is around P7, and he's around 7 seconds behind us. So he's really close. It's a big gap. Like we're gonna lose 22, 23 seconds in the pit, so we are gonna come back 16 seconds behind. And we are gonna have around 16 laps also to catch him. But yeah, we will be around 1 second faster per lap. But we have the traffic, so we're gonna lose time anyway. And you can see now this lap 11 has been really good, I'd say. You can see I'm extending the gap to the car behind. I'm mostly using a lot of VRS, but yeah, you can see now the car behind pits. So my lap is at 28.9, which is quite good, to be honest. It's faster than the medium runners, and yeah, I have around 62% tires. But now you can see I'm losing the car, and I got a warning there, so it's not optimal, but I'm doing my best to keep the car on track, and I've used a lot of VRS, and now on lap 12 I go to the pit, so I have 2 lap fresher tires than the Red Bull. We were fighting Davi, and yeah, let's go for the mediums now. You can see he was around, I think, half a second ahead of me, and let's see how much is the undercut. And we also need to look for the Aston Martin, because he was around, I don't know, half a second, 8 tenths behind me. Let's see if he's gonna undercut us. You can see the Red Bull's already ahead of us, so yeah, I already knew it. But the Aston Martin is actually behind, so we've done a really good job on the in lap, you know. But yeah, the Red Bulls now, we are P18, so we have a really hard work to do now. We have 17 laps of race, and yeah, you will see now on the my out lap of the pits. You can see now the Alfa Romeo, they are spinning. So that's a free position for us, and you can see now the Haas has lost the car, and another Alfa Romeo has actually lost the car. So we've gained 3 positions just on my out lap, which is quite crazy, to be honest. But I wasn't expecting. Um, yeah, I wasn't expecting to gain 3 positions just on my out lap because people were spinning or something. But now we are P15, and you can see the Red Bull ahead, making gains. So he's overtaking the cars. He's pretty much the car who's overtaking everyone, the overtaker, I would say, because he's the first of the fresh medium runners, and we are in second at the moment. And you can see now we just got the DRS from the Ferrari, so we are fine with the DRS. And something really important to know is that I really need to save DRS. You can see now I have 14%, and as soon as I get the DRS from any car, I will not use the DRS. Yeah, if I am really close to the car head and I see the opportunity, I will obviously use it. As you can see now, I'm using it like to the maximum as I can. And he goes defensive, so I only try to go around the outside, braking a lot later because I have a lot fresher tires. He hasn't pitted yet. And yeah, that's a pretty good move, not gonna lie, around the outside of turn 1. And yeah, now we are catching the other cars ahead. So now we've really got to the traffic, so we need to overtake all those cars who are in the DRS train. And you can see now the grip, that's so insane compared to the old mediums or the hard runners. So he goes a little bit defensive, but I go down the inside, leave him space, and you can see now the traction, it's just insane. So we are fine. We are now, I think I've lost the DRS. Yes, I've lost the DRS from the car ahead. So I really need to use the ERS now, my ERS to keep within 1 second, and you can see now 8 times. So now we are really fine about the ERS, so we really need to control it. You can see now I'm using out of the last corner because I see an opportunity to overtake the Williams car, but actually it doesn't happen in turn 1. You can see now Davi going on the inside, and I couldn't go around the outside on their inside also, but you can see the traction, it's just insane, you know, compared to the hard runner. He's the first hard runner we need to overtake, and you can see now we've overtook him, and I've actually gone really deep, you know, but yeah, that's fine. He doesn't have too much grip, so we can keep the position. And now lap 19, so 10 laps to go now. You can see Kevin goes for the pits because he was on old mediums, and now he's going for the soft tires. And Davi's also making moves. You know, you can see now overtaking the McLaren, and the McLaren also has less than 10% battery at the braking point. So I knew I had to use a lot of battery to overtake him. So I'm using it now, just making a little bit of pressure on him. And you can see the tires. I can keep so close to him, and he actually makes a mistake, so I see the opportunity around the outside at this turn, which is quite insane, I'd say. I wouldn't try to overtake there in a normal race, but yeah, as I have won the first race in the championship, I really need to take risks, you know, to make sure I keep P1 in the championship. And now I'm using a lot of ERS because I see the opportunity to overtake the Alpine. He was really slow and not defending from anyone. So yeah, now we are comfortably within the DRS from the Red Bull, which is crucial, you know, because he has 2 lap older tires, and we really need to keep close with him to make sure we get the same position as him, and then we can overtake him on the last lap or the second to last lap. But anyway, you can see now the last hard runner we have in this rank, so he doesn't really put on a fight, you know. We just go around the down the inside actually, and I didn't go deep this time, so I avoided that. I've learned from that and I avoided it. And yeah, now we are in the DRS from the car ahead, and you can see I've saved a lot of battery, 50% now. That lap, actually lap 22, was 40%, and now it's 50%, so we're saving it. Now 55%, but he also got the DRS from the car ahead, which is his teammate. So now I have my teammate in front of his teammate, so we are really in a team fight here, because both of them are on hards and we are on fresher mediums, so we are a lot faster. And you can see now Davi is really trying to go for it, but yeah, Perond is going for it on my teammate Lucas. And yeah, I was actually quite scared about the Alfa Romeo going out of the pits there. I don't know what he was doing, to be honest. But now it's all about saving and make sure we overtake the cars ahead in the right time without losing ERS or losing time for the cars behind. And yeah, I was quite surprised about the Alfa Romeo there. You know, he was getting lapped and he was still putting on a fight. But now, starting lap 26, you can see now Davi really going for the move, so I'm using my ERS to go with him. But I realized it's my teammate. You can see they are touching each other, so when I realized it was my teammate, actually, I decided to not use the battery because he would let me through anyway. I would talk to him, and you can see now Davi going on the inside, so I know my teammate would go wide, and I go on the inside also, and I have a lot of battery more and grip also, so it's fine. And now, as my teammate is on really old hard tires, as is Perondi ahead of me, he's almost out of this fight, I would say, because he's gonna lose the DRS in the few laps, in the next few laps. So now it's only me and the Red Bulls. So I already did a really good series about how to make a teamwork. But yeah, I'm not in the teamwork side right now. I am on the opposite side, so I really need to overtake both of them and make sure I finish ahead of them. And it's quite a difficult situation because they can work together a lot, and I can't work together with my teammate. He doesn't have the DRS anymore. You can see just in one lap we could break his DRS gap, and now I'm really close to the Red Bull, so I'm making sure I use a lot of ERS on this exit, so I need to overtake him. And as Perondi doesn't have ERS, and you can see also David doesn't have your ERS, just go through and I ov overtook Perondi, so it was a pretty nice move. He didn't have anything to do there. And now we are just behind the V, and you know, I was thinking about Peron because he had around 60% hards, which is not bad. My teammate had around 80 at this point, so yeah, his setup wasn't good. But now lap 27, just keeping behind the V, and I don't need to overtake him now. You can see the gap to Peron is 7 times, so he won't overtake us on the straight. So you can see now my throttle application. Actually, I just left because there's no point overtaking him now. You can see he doesn't have battery, and I have around 50. So yeah, it's just about keeping really close to him on this second last lap. Then I can really overtake him easily on the first corner. And you can see now, Peron is 4 times behind me, but there's no threat from him. He doesn't have the battery also. And I have a lot of battery. You can see around 50 when Davi had less than 10. So we just go for it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, you can see the Haas ahead. He's around 5.5 seconds ahead, so he did a really good race. Especially because my teammate and Perondi was fighting a lot, so they've lost the DRS to him, and yeah, he extended the gap. He just took the advantage from it. And you can see now, only in this last lap, we've gained around 1.1, 1.2 times on the Haas ahead, Flavio. And to be honest, I'm really happy with this race. You can see now fastest lap for me. So yeah, we are second in the end of the race. I wouldn't definitely expect it. You can see my teammates just dropping down because he had 9 seconds of penalties, which is quite unfortunate. But yeah, he will work to make it up. And I was quite happy, to be honest, because when I saw both Red Bulls ahead of me, I was expecting them to do a really good teamwork, but yeah, they couldn't do anything, you know. I had 2 laps fresher tires than Davi, and about Perondi, he was on old hards, so it's gonna be a lot better for us. But still, they could like DRS each other and avoid me overtaking them, but they couldn't make it, so it was quite good to make this result. You know, we were P18 going out of the pits, and now we are P2, and there was no safety car or something. Just for overtaking on track, and I was pretty happy about qualifying. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty sad because I couldn't make my best, like 24-1 or something. As pole was a high 0.3, I think. So that was unfortunate, but in the race I knew I could recover. You know, I had a lot of battery in the race, and I could really push it. I had the racecraft, as I always say, racecraft is the most important thing, you know, and it doesn't matter really the qualifying at some tracks, but if you have the racecraft and everything planned, that you know, you were gonna get a really good result in the end. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope everyone liked this video. It's been a really I think a really late upload, but I'll try to make it earlier. It's been really difficult for me this times, but thank you everyone for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. You can see now the card. There is the last video I made about Brazil, so make sure to check it out. And yeah, see you soon. Next video is gonna be about CDR League also, but around Abu Dhabi. And it was kind of an interesting race, not gonna lie. But yeah, see you next video. Bye bye.